work, and then performing artists. So maybe they have lists that could be segmented, and so sometimes you apply, you reach out to your entire database. Sometimes you split that. You might have local events, national events, that kind of thing. The biggest thing it does is build your brand. I mean, I talk about brands, and some people may not feel comfortable with that as an individual artist, but it's the same idea. It's just building your name, your recognition. People start to get a sense of who you are. Think like, oh, this is worth my time to come to this gallery opening, come to this show. The main thing it does is it keeps you top of mind. So if somebody has seen your work sometime in the past, but you never reach out to them again, and you're only relying on the other social media platforms that are a little bit more passive, this can really help you. Now, I say drive sales, that may not be the right word for you as artists, but basically the idea is you send out the newsletter, people come to your gallery opening, people come to your show, people go back to your website. It really promotes action. So one of the things that people worry about with sending email marketing is spam. That's the number one thing people are worried about. And what I want to just ask a question is, how many people check their email today? Okay. How many people have checked it like 40 or 50 times today? How many people are checking it right now? No, yeah, exactly. That's the whole thing about email. It's like some people think email is dead because of other social media. It is not dead. It is so far from dead, and it's something that people, they are very intimately involved with their email. I think this is an important point to make for people like Mark. The difference between transactional email and bulk email. Transactional email is a one-off email to somebody you send, or a small group, but it's coming out of like an email client, Microsoft Outlook, Gmail, personal account, that kind of thing. That has its own, both on the technology side and the spam side, rules and stuff around it. But you want to be talking about bulk email here. That's what I'm focusing on. This is like you have a list of people that you send all the same thing to. To send that well, you need to be using an email service provider. If you're not, you're probably going to start running into those things like, oh, you can only send 50 at a time or 100 at a time. You can't go back easily. If you did have to segment it over all those lists, you can't even see who opened it. You're just going to have a lot of problems there. So these are some lists that I know that they're in the resource